Hello, everybody. Again, I am Kimberly, aka the Passport Traveler, and I just got a dress thrown over my head real quick. I'm going to try to enlighten you a little bit about this full solar eclipse, where for anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes, the earth might show darkness and then the light will appear. I took a lot of notes, and as y'all know, I don't take notes, and I really don't plan videos. And I left my glasses across the room. So, in April 2024, we will be having a full solar eclipse. Now, I'm not an astrologer. I'm not a scientist. I don't study stars, moons, planets, any of that. It's just that I do try to study each full moon. I do try to study the eclipse. I try to learn as much as I can about them, mainly to know how they will affect my life when they're coming, because that type of energy has the power to change how you feel, how you live, how you eat, how you sleep, your dreams, physically, mentally, and emotionally. These things can affect you. I don't study it, so I'm just going to try my best to give you the information that I do know. That is my disclaimer. So one thing I've learned about this eclipse is that the moon is this is going to be led by Aries and Venus. Now Aries is coming with power and disruption, and it wants you to get to the bottom of everything. Whatever everything is, it wants you to get to the bottom of it. Let me see. One thing to expect in April is a blast from the past. One thing to look out for in the month of April 2024 is people from your past popping up. They might send you a text message, a weird phone call. You might run into them at the store. When you do get this connection with this person from your past, it could be an intimate relationship, a marriage, a friendship, anything. Be prepared to approach it with love. Stay calm and just try to figure out why they're there. Why did you message me? Why did you give me this phone call? I haven't talked to you in 2 years, 3 years, 6 months. What's up? Just be calm and be prepared for it. But don't let this lead you backwards. I talked a little bit about this on my live the other day. Don't allow something that you knew was negative and you were not in alignment with to take you backwards in life. Okay, let me see. Okay, you're going to have with some of these people. Okay, one thing that's going to happen is you're going to be confronted. Okay, this eclipse and this moon is going to bring disruption. Leading Aries, it's going to bring disruption, confusion, maybe even chaos. The disruption is the universe's way of opening up the gate for you to move forward and do bigger and better things and take a different path. It is going to confront you with people, places, and things that you are no longer in alignment with. It's time for them to go. It's time for change. It's time for rebirth. When the sky goes dark, right after that darkness is going to come light, and you're going to be able to see a lot of things, heightened times 10. Excuse me for the table shaking. You're going to have hard conversations with people. You're going to, okay, let me say, you realize that you and your friend ain't cool no more. You have grown apart. You've kind of leveled up, for lack of a better way to say it. Or you realize that you and your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, y'all just not in alignment anymore. And you know that clearly. You're going to have that hard conversation in April. And the door is open for you to do that. You're going to have to say, I love you. I'm coming with love, but this is no longer working for me. We are not in alignment, blah, blah, blah. However you have to say it. If you're comfortable with taking your time after the conversation, you can go ahead and make your plan on how you're going to exit the relationship, how you guys will separate. Do that for yourself. Anything I say, please go ahead, Google it, research it. Don't take my word for it necessarily, because I said I'm not a scientist, an astrologist. I don't read stars, moons, and planets. Google it. If you're old as hell or old as dirt, then get a Britannica encyclopedia or something and try to look it up, if they still even make those. Now, what you're going to have is a lot of clarity. You're going to be able to see people for who they are and why they're in your life times 10, their motives. You're going to see things like, you're going to look at your friends like, or your husband like, Let's say you cool with your girlfriend. Y'all hang out, y'all go together, y'all do girl trips. Speaking of girl trips, this is not a time to do girl trips. This is not a time to do girl trips. It's too much disruption going on and too much revelation. Cancel your girls trip for the month of April if you can do so. Okay. So let's say you and your girlfriend is cool. Y'all been cool. Y'all hang out together. Y'all kick it. You're going to notice something different. Some of you. In the way, pay attention to the way people respond to you and respond to something in your life. Let's say you got a new TV. And your girlfriend comes over, and she doesn't ignore the TV. She see it, but what she says is, you got a new TV? You only got a 45-inch? Why you didn't get a 50-inch like me? Just pay attention to how people respond to you in your life, or a conversation that you bring up, or anything. Just pay attention. You're going to see people for who they are and the purpose in your life. But you have to be mindful and pay attention. Aries is gonna bring unexpected changes. Unexpected changes. For instance, this can go good or bad. You might get a raise at your job. You might get a promotion. You might get a new house, which I did, because this I'm taking back to the month of March. The changes started in the month of March. Some of the April changes that I read up about started for me in the month of March. You might get a raise, a promotion, a new house, a new car, or you might get demoted. You might get fired. You might lose your house. You might lose your car. Whatever you lose, look at that as a positive way. Look at it as the fact that God is open, or the universe is opening the door for you to go into another direction for something bigger and better. Stay calm and accept it for what it is. Look deeper into it. Sit down, pray, meditate, talk to God, and try to find your answers. Go outside, walk in nature, barefoot, ground yourself, and be prepared. Spend as much time in nature as you can with your bare feet. Sit on the. I'm not a person that sit in grass. I don't sit in grass. I just don't. People spit in grass, animals piss and shit in grass, and worms come out of grass. I just don't sit in grass. But most of the world, I hope I didn't just discourage y'all, but most of the world sits in grass like it's nothing. I just don't do it. Okay, but walk around with your bare feet on concrete, grass, dirt, gravel, whatever your feet can handle. Now, the other thing is, this eclipse and this full moon is about rebirth. It's about getting out with the old and in with the new. This is the opportunity. You're going to have pregnancies coming through, new babies coming in, and it's also going to bring the opposite of new birth. So some of you can expect to have some losses. I don't know if people are sick. It says unexpected, like maybe I don't know, car accidents or something. I don't know. I'm not going to get that deep into that because I don't know. But you have to expect unexpected changes on both ends. Like I said, when your past pops up, that phone call, that message, this moon is also being ruled by Venus. Venus comes with love and compassion. She may want you to see your softer side of how to handle this person. When Aries wants you to get to the bottom of it, what the hell are you doing here? What do you want? Let's figure this out, because we're not doing this type of situation. That's what my understanding of it is. Okay, let me move over here to these notes. Y'all, I can't see that good. I left my glasses across the room. Also involved is Sharon, the wounded healer. Now, what you might experience from the wounded healer is a lot of things from your childhood might come up. A lot of things you may have to deal with just out of nowhere, things from your childhood that's affecting and disturbing your life today. You know what those things are. I don't. Like I know, for instance, I'm very word sensitive, and I don't know why I'm very word sensitive. I don't know if it's because I did grow up with a large vocabulary. I know the meaning of words. I'm not really sure, but I don't know if that stems from my childhood or not. But y'all see on my lives, people can say a certain thing to me, or even in a typed comment. I'm very, very word sensitive. Like, you have to speak to me, you have to come correct. You really, really do. Or I get offended because I know the meaning of the word. I can recognize sarcasm and when you're being condescending and smart ass. I can recognize that. That's a part of how you see me snap on my lives, because I can feel where you're coming from in your comment. Now we're going to set new intentions. This is what I normally do. What I'll do, you can write down and set new intentions for whatever you want. And I want you to remember back when we had the last eclipse. I believe it was August 2017. And I remember exactly where I was at the moment. I was in the parking lot of the YMCA. Try to remember where you were and what your life was doing August 2017, I believe. I was watching Queen Poe, and I think she gave me that year and month, and I went backwards to it, and I remembered exactly where I was. And also compare now to where you were during the last full eclipse, for whatever reason. This is a lot of notes. This might have to be a part 2. I think I said this already, but be prepared to get rid of things, people, places, things that you are no longer in alignment with. You know who those people are. They are bringing no value to your life. They are draining all the energy out of you. That might be something you have experienced too, like I said, in the month of March and April. Headaches, unusual headaches. If you already experienced headaches, then this is probably not you. People who don't normally get headaches, you might experience headaches, anxiety, bad dreams, extremely low energy. Like, you just have no energy no matter whether you're taking your vitamins, you're eating right, you're sleeping all night, you just have no energy. This moon and this eclipse is going to do that. It's going to drain your energy. But the people that you are no longer, people, places, and things that you are no longer in alignment with, those things are also draining your energy. Like I said, get rid of them, sit down, have those hard conversations. that it's time for us to separate. We're unequally yoked. We're not cool together anymore. Maybe at some point we were, but now we're not. One of us has grown and we have to separate. Get out of your comfort zone in April. Set this as a goal. Get out of your comfort zone. Go to some new places. Meet some new people. Do some new things. Do some things that's uncomfortable. I might even sit in the grass. I highly doubt it, but I might sit in the grass. But what I have been doing already, as if I was already preparing for this, is getting more comfortable with the water, like being in that ocean, letting the water come up above my ankles. I haven't been brave enough to get in there and let it come above my knees. I can't swim. I'm afraid of the ocean. So I probably won't do that part of it at all. Yeah. But I might sit in the grass. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do to get out of my comfort zone. Face your fears. This is a good time to face your fears. Now, one of my fears, I have a few fears of, y'all know I don't like worms, maggots, and slugs. But one of my fears and what makes me uncomfortable is being home alone at night. Not in the U.S. I have never had a problem being home alone at night in the U.S. But being home alone in Ghana, I have a fear of being alone at night, mostly because of spiritual reasons. I've had a lot of spiritual experiences here. I'm not afraid of somebody coming in the house hurting me or anything like that. I fear maybe like a snake being in the house, or like I said, spiritual things happening when I'm home alone at night. And especially in Ghana, when the lights can go off at the drop of a hat. I can be sitting here fully light right now and click, the whole house is dark. The whole city's dark. And that freaks me out. For Capricorns alone, we are taking our energy back. We are taking our power back. But I'm going to direct this to everybody. But this was specifically what I learned about Capricorns. We are no longer giving our power away to people who don't deserve it, who don't appreciate it. If you have a person in your life that is draining you, constantly asking you for things, criticizing your decisions or criticizing your life, we have given our power to other people in a friendship or relationship, whatever the case may be, a marriage, I don't know, a school teacher. We're going to take that back in 2024, Capricorns. We're taking our power back. You will no longer control us. You will no longer take from us. You will no longer request unexpected, stupid things. Go get it for yourself. Just stop draining me. I think I'm going to end that here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end that here. These are a little too many notes for me. I was writing a whole lot of stuff down. So again, be prepared to have hard conversations with people. Be prepared to separate yourself from people while the universe is giving you the opportunity to do that. Capricorns, take your power back. take your authority back. Remember who you are, Capricorns, and take that authority back. We not dealing with this madness no more. It's done. It's over. Be mindful of your surroundings. Pay attention to where you are, where you're going, how people are talking to you, how they respond to you, how they approach you. Now, again, I will say this again. I hope you all have a blessed day. I hope you enjoyed and learned a little bit, at least from what I said. Like I said, I'm not a scientist, an astrologist. I don't study moons and stars and planets or anything like that. I just try to, like I said, study the moons to find out how it will affect me. And it will affect the people around me. Like, I'll pay attention to how it will affect my husband, because my husband's emotions will affect me because we live together. So that is kind of why I do the studying of the moon and the eclipse and different things like that. So again, I am Kimberly. Oh, I'm going to put some journal prompts in the description. I don't think I have the journal prompts with me, or I will read them. Let me see. Okay, I think I do, but I can't see them good. So here's a question you can ask yourself. Oh, let me tell you something I saw on Queen Poe's video that I learned. She said to give gratitude to nature. Feed the earth. For instance, take a watermelon or a mango or some corn, some type of fruit maybe, and sit it down by a tree. No bowl, no container, and let it go back into the earth. It's also a way for the animals to feed off of it. And eventually, you know, like Mother Nature will have it, and eventually it will just go right back into the earth where it came from. So show gratitude to nature. These are a couple of journal questions, kind of like shadow work. I can't even see this, but one of the questions is, what offended you today and why did it offend you? What offended you today? Why did it offend you? And how did you handle it? Write that down. What offended you today? Why did it offend you? And how did you handle it? That's one. Another one is kind of similar. What made you feel uncomfortable today? There was something or somebody that made you uncomfortable today. What made you uncomfortable today, and why did that situation make you uncomfortable? How did you handle that? Those are two journal prompts, kind of a form of shadow work. I am going to make up some different shadow work prompts throughout my videos. I will make them as a PDF, and I will have them for sale for $1, $1 US. You click the link, pay $1. I'm going to do a lot of different printables and digital things like that. Because why? Because I want to help people. And two, why is it $1? Because I need the coins. I live in Africa. I do not live off US money. And I need as much as I can get. And I think $1 is a fair price. Again, I am Kimberly, aka the Passport Traveler. I love you all and stay blessed, and I will see you soon.